Welcome back, everybody. We're here at Cozy Residences, and we've been talking to artists and getting a look into how they started their music career, and also talking about their new singles. I've got Kagwe here, and before the break, you were telling us how it was in high school, and it was Mr. Watatwa,
yes,
is it, who really put that spark, lit that spark for you for the first time, and then you were like, oh, not looking back.
That's true.
So when you then did leave high school, was it clear to you that you were going to pursue music in every stage thereafter, or?
Yeah, I mean, so for me at that point now, I was like, so high school is about to wrap up. We're thinking about university options and blah, blah, blah. And I told my mom that I wanted to study music, which I didn't think came as a surprise to her. But there was, and she was like, cool, but there's a catch, right? So if you want to do music, you have to do another degree as well, which is, I did another degree in management sciences, which is just math, basically. Yeah.
What?
It's just, it's the math side of business.
So did you enjoy that, or was it?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. I didn't mind it, but like I was more invested in the music side. Right. So I was then juggling between the two, like degrees at the same time, you know. And then I remember one class, my music class. This was again one of those teacher moments, right? So the teacher said, "How many of you guys want to like pursue music full time?" And like the whole class puts their hand up. And he's like, 1% of you will make it. The rest of you will go into different jobs, maybe like teaching or whatever, but like 1% of you will make it. And I was like, wow, that's such nonsense. I'm not going to be in the 99%. After coming all this way, all of the time and money invested, no. So that was another inspiration for me, for him to just be like
1%.
Yeah, you're not.
And
really.
did you follow up with any of your classmates to know if it's true?
I think I might be like the one of the 1%.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. So then, of course, you come back and you pursue music, and you've done incredible collaborations. You've released incredible songs too. What genre of music spoke to you the most? How did you know how to find your voice? And I think you've got like a really interesting style of music too. It's not really conventional. So how did you figure that out?
For me, it's always been about expression, right? And I always say I'm a fan of music first, right? So I wanted to make music because I heard good music, and then I was able to make cool music that I wanted to share with the world. So for me, it's not about necessarily a box or a genre, because I think as listeners, as fans, you can listen to, you know, a range of different styles, even within like an hour. If you go to a club or you turn on the radio station, like you're gonna hear like 7 different genres within a span of an hour.
That's true.
And so as a musician, I feel like I should be able to do that as well, you know, which is the reason why my upcoming debut album is called Spectrum. So it's a spectrum of everything, you know.
That's so interesting. You're right, because even if I put on my iTunes right now and I just hit shuffle, you could listen to Frank Sinatra and Nicki Minaj and like Adele.
Exactly.
And it's still great music, and I still enjoy it.
And I'm sure Kagwe Mungai in there somewhere too.
Kagwe too. That's so true. Okay, so tell me about Spectrum.
Yes. So Spectrum is my first album. Ever. It's been a year in the works. And it's something that I'm really proud of. It has a lot of honesty, a lot of different sides of myself that I think people haven't gotten to see yet. That I maybe was playing a bit safe with over the years, and now there's a lot more. I think I'm just more comfortable within myself now. That I can express myself in different ways. And for me, the album is a sound. I'm calling it a soundtrack to life. So it has, I think, songs for every stage and part of life, right? So there's romance, there's heartbreak, there's real social issues, there is fun time, just like, you know,
a good time.
Just a good time beat. There is positive songs, you know, uplifting songs.
When is it coming out?
So the album drops May 4th.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's tomorrow.
That's Saturday.
Yeah. So you're signed to Taurus, Taurus Music.
Taurus Music.
Yeah. So tell me about that, and you know, was that something that you always wanted for yourself to be signed to a label, or how did that come about?
Yeah, I think most like kids coming up like dream of being signed, you know. but I don't think a lot of people really understand what being signed means, and or even how to get signed. You know, a lot of people think just, you know, make a song or go to a label and just be like, I'm an artist, sign me, and then like your life is amazing. But it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
For me, I think the thing that I love with Taurus is that it's more of a partnership than necessarily like this like formal arrangement. You know, it's that these guys are here to invest their professional resources, you know, because before I was doing it all on my own, and so are most independent artists, right? So you're your own PA, you're your own accounts person, you're your own PR person, you're your
booking
own booking agent, and then you still have to make the music too, right? So this just gives me like the freedom and the space to be able to make music now. Just directly. Right.
Yeah. Earlier we were talking to Christoph about the Play KE Music conversation, and I was asking him, which is what I want to ask you now, why do you think Kenyans don't necessarily go all out for their artists and support them, whether it's in, you know, playing their music on radio or in clubs, or even just like buying their music, going to concerts? Why do you think there's a disconnect there, especially in Kenya compared to other African countries?
I think there's a lot of factors. I've had this conversation a few times, and I think there's the one thing that I've realized, I've thinking about it, there's a lot of factors. One is that there was a point in our history of the country where public performance was illegal. Right? So for a good long time, you actually could not play music because that could be offensive to the president. Right? On top of that, I think there's a culture that is growing now, right, where people are starting to celebrate Kenyan art and Kenyan content and Kenyan business, right? There's a sense of nationalism that's happening now, which is great. You know, we have a while to go, but it's way more than we've seen in the last 5 years. You know, if you ask any Kenyan DJ, he has folders of Kenyan music. You know, if you go to any Kenyan radio station, any Kenyan media house, even most establishments like cafes and things like that, matatus, they're playing Kenyan music all the time. So playing Kenyan music isn't the problem. I think we need to celebrate it. Right?
And how does one celebrate Kenyan music?
We celebrate it by showing up. By showing up, you know. So there was a conversation recently going on about like Wanuri, and she was saying that, you know, the film didn't do well because I think there was a lack of mass support. The film got great support. You know, people came to Prestige, it was packed. But from a general standpoint, I mean, that was like such a drop in the ocean for the entire city, let alone country. You know, so if we show up more and don't wait for it to blow up outside.
For you to start celebrating.
Exactly, because that's what we do, right? We wait for it to blow up outside. It's like, oh, that's our Lupita. You know,
that's our Wanuri.
That's our Wanuri. That's our Sauti Sol. That's our Kagwe. You know, but I think we can celebrate our people before that happens. And I think that's how our industry grows.
So your new single, Ogopa Mungu, that's your first gospel, like Christian song, right? Again, it goes back, I guess, to you saying like, there is no box, don't put me in one. Like, I'm here to create and to... So how has the response been like? Did you, especially from your favorite trolls, or even just like fans? I'm curious to know like what's been the reception? It's
been really good, actually. It's been really positive. Also, it's really hard to hate on a song that's for like God. You know? Like you have to be a special kind of human being to be like, this song is rubbish. You're talking about God, you know?
You're right. Actually, you'd have to.
So it's like a cheat code a little bit. It's like you have to like it because it's about positivity and bringing like light into your life. But no, genuinely the response has been really good. I think people are getting used to the fact that I'm going to keep doing different things. You know, before this, I did a trap song that was like super trap. You know, and now it's this, which is a completely different style and has Mr. Seed on it. Who's an amazing gospel artist. And the response has just been so good.
Oh, sweet. So actually, why don't we take a look? But before that, what did this song mean to you?
So for me, Ogopa Mungu is about giving thanks. You know, I wanted to create a song that when you're in that mood and you're just like, you had a good day, or you're about to have a good day, you know, you have that morning coffee, you're getting ready to leave the house, and you just like play it. And that's the thing that just like makes you smile, and you see your neighbors waving at you, and like everyone is nice to you. Like that's what I imagine in my head, just like gratitude and positivity, you know.
Which you see a little bit of that in the song, and with even people like sharing what God means to them, and like there's a feel good aspect to it. All right, so why don't you intro the song as we like thank people for watching the show and thank Cozy Residences for the beautiful space. Why don't you intro the song?
What up, people? This is your boy Kagwe Mungai, and you're about to watch my brand new single of my brand new album called Ogopa Mungu. Don't change that dial.